Thanks for joining us for Eyewitness News at 6. You heard it here first on 3, and now the dog situation in Jefferson County continues to unfold tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Stephen Pope now joins us here in the studio with this afternoon's big story. Stephen, what happened?
Sheriff Olsen was a no-show today at a jam-packed commissioners meeting about how he handled the case of the injured dog. What started out as a good deed has turned into a legal nightmare.
We want to have the commissioners as well as Sheriff Olsen seek a different path forward. We want to see all the charges dropped against the people that essentially did the right thing.
Andi Elliott with the Upper Valley Humane Society is charged with trespassing for going onto the dog owner's property. Troy Jackson, the man who drove all the way from Boise to pick up the dogs, was arrested for grand theft.
If I had a dog that had a value of $1,000 or more with puppies, I think the last thing that I would do is leave it out for several days in cold weather. So that doesn't, in my mind, cross the threshold for grand theft, because the owner, by their actions and what happened, obviously the dog was not worth $10.
This dog had broken bones and was left out in the winter storm nursing puppies.
I am so excited about the residents of Jefferson County and other citizens of the Valley stepping up about this issue.
Some so excited, they brought controversial signs, but signs were not allowed into the meeting.
It's not too far to call for his badge, because there's been a handful of different times that I know of that he has not done his job.
Charge the owner with animal cruelty, first and foremost. A lot of folks are very surprised that that didn't happen immediately.
Most people left the Jefferson County Courthouse with a bitter taste in their mouth about how the meeting was held.
Today, what they expected when you signed up on the agenda is to talk about policy of Jefferson County as opposed to any specific and individual case.
But that didn't stop many from voicing their opinions.
We want charges dropped against the people that any one of us in the room would have done the same thing, so your citizens are all criminals.
The sheriff told me that he didn't attend today's commissioners meeting because he wasn't invited. But the agenda shows he met with the commissioners in an executive session Monday morning.
I wish he were here today. We hope the conversation was in part with him as well.
Now, the sheriff also talked to me about how he would do the same thing all over again if he had the opportunity to take this case again. For Channel 3 Eyewitness News, I'm Stephen Pope.
Andi Elliott's attorney had this to say about the sheriff.
If you can cite me another case where a sheriff goes out across the state at midnight to arrest a man, or to charge someone who is simply helping an injured dog that has laid there for 5 days,
Drop the
it
charges.
is so phony. This is a personal vendetta by your sheriff.